From the beginning, I never had this vision of I need to be on television, I need to be a broadcaster. I didn't really know what I wanted to do, but I knew that I wanted to make a real positive difference in the lives of other people. And I remember when I was such a young kid, at the age of 6, 7 years old, I had the opportunity to go to places like New York City with my grandfather, Ernie Anastas, who's one of the greatest broadcasters in the history of the game. And when I would walk the streets with him, I would see him interact with these people who would flock to him. They would approach him. They would go crazy for him because he was the greatest. He was the most positive. He was the best. And I just watched how he treated everybody with so much love, so much respect. And when I was so young, I would say to myself, who is this guy? How is he able to attract all of this? And it was because he was so dedicated to caring. He was so dedicated to his craft. He was so dedicated to his community. So from a young age, I knew I wanted to be like my grandfather. I wanted to lead the way he led. And then as I got older through college and beyond, I said to myself, okay, what can I do to do this? And since my grandfather, my father, my mother were all in broadcast journalism, I said, okay, let me get into this. Let me start my career in TV. When I graduated college in 2018, I moved to Casper, Wyoming, and I became the morning news anchor for KTWO, and it was the time of my life. I was hosting a morning positivity show that highlighted all the great people and opportunities in the local area. Then after 2.5 years in Casper, I spent about 6 months in Eugene, Oregon, solely covering news, only talking about politics, rough crimes, and it just took me out of the game, mentally, physically. I became the worst version of myself, and I said, this is not who Billy Floyd is. He can't possibly stoop to this level. We gotta shake things up. We gotta focus. We gotta pivot. And that's what made me come back to the local area, reshape my focus, reshape myself, get back to who I am. Everything happens how it's supposed to, and now I'm looking back thinking, I'm so grateful it happened the way that it did. And the whole journey of the past 5 years was absolute chaos in the best possible way. I would be out in the community hosting hockey games for the Adirondack Thunder, Union Hockey, hosting baseball games for the Glens Falls Dragons, creating social media content, hosting events locally, going to schools and hosting positivity segments. Something that I love doing is showcasing greatness and showcasing the truth and authenticity of like-minded people that we need to learn from, we need to embrace. I love connecting with people who are doing phenomenal things, whether that's in their personal life, their business, anything. And I think in the Capital Region, we have so many people that are doing things that are on a whole different level. So for me, it's going to be an absolute privilege to show people, look at what's possible. Look what you can do.